this is CG1 and thank you so much for joining me once again. There are times in our lives when we go through our darkest hour, when it seems like all hope is lost and it's difficult. You look left and right and you can't necessarily see how you're going to get out of this or see a light at the end of the tunnel. And you see, for much of the world, this was the situation when World War II occurred. But when there was so much problems and there was so little hope, this birthed the opportunity that Winston Churchill would wait for. You see, for much of his own political career, things have gone south. It's not really worked out, and it was only in the later part of his years that the opportunity of World War II came along, and just a year later he was voted into being the Prime Minister. And this is the first lesson that Winston Churchill teaches us, that adversity gives birth to opportunity. You see, there are people that say that if it wasn't for Nazi Germany and Hitler, perhaps Winston Churchill would have not become Prime Minister. That opposition in a world, in a nation where all hope seemed lost and many nations were falling under the might of Nazi Germany, this gave birth to the opportunity that was Winston Churchill, in which he was able to display his giftings, his talent, his expertise. In being a great communicator and being someone who was courageous, he was able to share and inspire a nation to achieve great victory against such the might of Nazi Germany. And in much sense, he brought hope in amongst many people who felt all hope was lost. How did he do this? See, this was centralized and summed up in one of his most famous speeches, in which he said, "Never give in, never give in, never, 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 never. In nothing great or small, large or petty, never give in except to convictions of honor and good sense." Winston Churchill was teaching us that even in our darkest hour, we should never give up. Because he understood that success belonged to the person who never gives up. That success is there for you when you know that giving up is not an option. This brought hope to a nation which felt all hope was lost. See, hope is that eager expectation for something. And when you are looking through life through the filter of what you can see, and you see that there's a crisis and things are not going well, it's easy to think that, how are you going to get out of this? But what we can learn is that there is hope even in our darkest hour. Even when we can't see it, we need to look beyond what we see, and that's what we call faith. We need to look beyond what our eyes see and start looking through the filter of something much greater. It's so essential to have that attitude of never giving up. See, despite the odds, despite what you're fighting against, you have to understand that when you are able to surmount the power of hope, you can achieve victory and succeed in whatever you put your mind to. This is CG1, and you have the seed of greatness.